Hello everyone, today's video I'll be doing Friday's event quests, so if you do enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. So I'm not entirely sure if it's like a part quest, because here it has the adventures part 1, so I don't know if it's like a Windbloom type quest where there's like 3 40-minute parts, or if it's like, or if it's like the clear one where it's like a 20-30 minute one, then like a 10-minute one at the very end. So I'm not entirely 100% sure, but we get this, and we get a free Fremine, which I don't have Fremine, so I will take it. All right, let's go. Okay, so I have to go here. So we'll go here. See, I'm not sure really what to expect from this quest. Really, I've got to be honest, I'm not entirely sure, because there are mini games with this as well. There's some mini games. Alright, we're gonna go on to... Is this a ledge? This is a ledge. Oh, perfect. Alright, hello.
That can't be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No, that can't be. But what if there's a chance?
Greetings, miss. Is there something that's bothering
Chance. Here.
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm Della Roche, the representative of the Fontaine Fishing Association. How can I help you?
Yo, this is the same VA as Sadine, right? We received your commission request.
Oh, so you're adventurers. Oh, finally, someone has heard my prayers.
Yeah, that surely. Let me know, because I'm not. I'm like 99% sure that this is the same VA as Sadine. But please let me know if it actually is.
Paimon could tell you were really bothered by something. Don't worry, you've got 2 super experienced adventurers right here. We'll take care of anything and everything for you as long as you pay us a little bit of mora.
Oh, you are exactly the helpers I need. See, the problem is that the fish around a fishing spot at Araneus have just all up and vanished recently.
Oh God.
They disappeared too
It's always
quickly
about
for
the
it to have
fish,
been
isn't
the
it?
work
That's
of
the clear
human
event. It's
anglers.
always about the fish.
As the representative of the Fishing Association, I had planned to go and investigate the area right away.
But
Right, but unfortunately, as the representative of the Fishing Association, there are a few other errands that I absolutely have to run. So
I'm sorry to say this, but I feel like this voice suits a Melazine more than a human. Is that just me? But it could just be because I've heard Sadine's voice, this VA's voice on Sadine so much that I feel like it's more for a Melazine. But maybe if I heard it on Della Roche first, then I would think that that Sadine sounds weird.
So you'd like us to investigate the spot for you?
exactly, you're right on the Mora. So I thought I could delegate this work to you. Are you two some kind of prophets, knowing exactly what I was going to say like that? Or maybe like the oracles you read about in fairy tales?
No, we already told you that we're
Yeah,
adventurers.
we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Yep, Ethan's taken me doing this for 3 years, so I hope he's good.
Well, I'm
3
glad
and a
to
half,
hear it.
technically.
I'll get a good night's sleep knowing the two of you are on the case.
But don't we just need to investigate the missing fish? It really doesn't sound too difficult.
No, you mustn't let your guard down. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I have good reason to believe that the fish have gone missing due to an encounter with the water imps.
Wait, water imps?
Yes, you're both outlanders, right? Our local fairy tales often speak of a terrifying underwater creature called Thelxie. The story our parents would tell us was always the same. If we went to the water alone, then we'd be snatched away and eaten by a water imp called Thelxie.
A giant water imp? Did they tell you what it looked like?
Oh, please, Papa, don't tell you believe this.
My father would always describe it as a beautiful, multicolored snake woman, while my mother said it had a handsome face. It's really strange, though, because you'd also hear other people describe it as just a chubby penguin with a deceptive appearance.
Oh!
Even
That's
though
the
the
penguin
tales
with the crown
vary
on its head?
regarding its appearance, Everyone agrees
Thing that you
it's
get
really dangerous.
completing this?
It lives in an underwater cave surrounded by pallid bones and uses its sensitive nose to track down lonely children who've lost their way. And once it finds a child, it uses its alluring singing voice to lure them into the water before swallowing them all. Pretty terrifying, isn't it?
Jesus. I guess it is technically real then. Or maybe Fremine builds one. I don't know.
Pretty normal for a fairy tale?
Like a replica.
Those kinds of stories are usually made up to help keep children away from danger.
But what if the fairy tale was inspired by a real-life tale? Just like how a water vein always has a source.
Do you have any concrete evidence?
Well, I wouldn't call it evidence per se, but I've heard some rumors lately. They say that someone recently saw a child walk into the water as if he was possessed by something. Doesn't that sound just like he was responding to the call of a water imp?
I gotta be honest, rumors in Fontaine are most likely true because the rumor of the prophecy, that was true. So, I mean, this is probably true.
So you mean someone really got eaten by a water imp?
It's all hearsay,
Trump.
so it's hard to confirm. But still,
Trump.
they all say this happened on Irenaeus. That's no laughing matter if you ask me. Both the Opera House and the Fountain of Lucine were built there, and the sources of many water veins can be traced to the island as well. Combine that with the mysterious mist, the huge tree with expansive underground roots, and the rumor that the fisheps on the island can understand human language. Is it really so shocking that an island so shrouded in mystery could harbor a terrifying water imp as well?
Why does Paimon feel like you're pulling our leg?
Anything's possible to that. Literally anything. So.
Still, if someone's really been hurt, then we can't just ignore the situation, right, Traveler?
I mean, we could. I mean, like, we could just go to and so and just wipe. Wait, shit, we're Outlanders. We can't. Oh, fuck, man. We have to. We can't forget about it. We'll go check it out. I forgot.
Oh, marvelous.
Then doesn't
I'll
affect
just
us.
mark the stretch of water on your map. Don't forget that no matter what, safety always comes first.
Bro, safety is like the last thing you worry about. Water is conjecture. What is this? Jesus. Having fun there? Where's the line? I guess here. It's like, I don't know if this is like a whole 40-minute quest. Like 3 parts of like a 40-minute quest, or if it's like Cleese, like the Dodoko's adventure one. I have no idea how this is like what it's gonna be, because I haven't looked up how long it goes for it all, so I have zero clue on what to expect from this quest as well. I just wonder how is Fremine going to be involved in this? Because I mean, it's underwater stuff.
Is this the stretch of water Delaroche was talking about?
Fremine the one that got eaten?
It's really peaceful. Huh? Look, there's some footprints over there.
Oh wait, no, that was mine. No, that was my own footprint. The footprints extend all the way into the water.
These look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around and see if we can find anything else.
Alright, let's go. That Healy chill is jamming out, my dude. Jamming
Wait.
out.
Did you hear something just now?
My own foot. Gurgling noises can be heard coming from the water. The noises grow louder and louder until something emerges with a loud splash. Let me guess, Fremine? Yep.
What is that? Don't come any closer!
Paimon? Traveler?
Oh, I like how they changed voice for it to be inside the helmet. That's cool. Fremine?
I'm sorry. I forgot I was still wearing this.
I mean, you just came out the water, so it's fine. Fremine removes his diving helmet.
Fremine!
He's the child abductor.
Paimon, are you okay?
Paimon nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Man, he is very colorful. He has reds, blues, yellows, greens all over him. He's definitely not just black and gold.
Huh? A water imp?
We're investigating a water ant called the Thelxie.
Thelxie, you say?
Yeah.
How surprising.
Did you get told that when you were little?
Huh? You know that name too? Or do you know someone else who's trying to investigate the water imp?
No, I think our situations are probably unrelated.
Then could you tell us about what's going on with you?
Sure, if that's in order.
What?
I know
We
the
made an
name
order.
because of one of my employers. She noticed the clockwork penguins I brought to the workshop and contacted me through the shop's owner. She has commissioned me to make a special toy. Following her request, I've named the toy Thelxie.
But how does this...
Huh? But isn't it a little creepy to name a toy after a water imp? Wait, hold on! Fremina, you never take commissions from other people!
Yeah, but, she made a special request, but out of respect for her privacy, I can't really talk about it.
Is that Lynette or Alakino you made that toy? I don't even know.
It's alright though. She'll be coming over to check on my progress shortly.
Lynette then.
And I'll just
I'll
tell
say.
her that you're two of my trustworthy
Okay,
companions.
not Lynette.
Hearing that, she might be willing to share some information, and you'll be able to continue with your investigation.
Huh. Even though you seem a little cold and reserved sometimes, you're still really considerate. Our target
He's shy.
isn't necessarily
He's
the
introverted.
water imp, though. We're primarily here to investigate the disappearance of the fish.
The fish?
The fish. Fremine nods slightly and seems lost in thought after you tell him about the commission from the Fishing Association. Suddenly his breath catches in his throat. Huh?
I think I may have connected the dots. These past few weeks, I've been taking Thelxie for underwater testing every day. The pressure testing makes a lot of noise.
Oh, so the fish are probably... Yeah.
So, all that about the disappearing fish? Well, it was probably because of me.
So that's all it was? That actually makes a lot of sense. Wait, so could that mean the child we heard about who walked into the water was also...
Just Frodo preparing for another day of work.
Yes,
Oh my
I think that's
god.
quite likely as well.
Bro, these rumors need to stop. Jeez.
So in the end, it was just Fremine. Paimon spent all this time imagining what a water imp from the fairy tales
It's a
might
fairy
look like,
tale for
and
a
it all
reason.
turns out to be just a hoax.
Hey, Paimon, you should have known it was a hoax when the word fairy tale came out.
I'm
Come
sorry. It sounds like I've created a lot of trouble for everyone else as well. I'll try to finish this commission as soon as possible. Once I'm done, the fish should come back.
Don't worry about it, it's just a misunderstanding. We're happy to help. Is there anything we could do?
Thanks for offering, but I can't trouble you any more than I already have.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Didn't you just call us your trustworthy companions? Companions are all about helping each other, you know?
But don't you need to report back to your commissioner?
True.
Nope, that's not how it works. See, Paimon's got these commissioner types all figured out, even though we were just tasked with finding out why the fish had gone missing. If we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding, you can bet they'd just immediately hand us another commission to help them get the fish back.
Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Exactly! So
That's
if
true.
we can help you finish up
Oh,
your
no.
work and get the fish back, that would save us an extra trip!
That is true.
Is that what you'd like to do as well?
Yeah, I think Bob was right.
Huh. Alright, I'll trust your judgment. Please follow me. I've made a makeshift camp over there.
Wait. Where? What do you mean, made?
I've stored Thelxie in the tent. He
Oh.
can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa,
I'm guessing
sounds
this
pretty
water platform
big.
was already here.
Let Paimon give it a try.
Guessing.
Hey, Thelxie! Are you there?
It's coming over. It's coming over.
So that's
Morse code?
Fremine's version of Thelxie.
That Morse code.
It's also penguin-shaped, just like Pear.
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in Penguin Town, he'd probably have become great friends with Pear.
Does Pear have brain damage yet? Can how many times you hit him with your sword? Where's Penguin Town?
It's not really anywhere famous or important. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Thelxie. Nice to meet you. Do you know how to say hello?
This is... so can Thelxie
I
talk?
wanted to install a language output module, but due to time constraints, I had to give up on the idea.
Oh, so it's not like Morse code or some shit? Okay.
As it stands, Thelxie can only output messages that were pre-written into its motherboard. I haven't given him the ability to convert those messages into discernible words, so he can't really talk to us just yet.
No need to get so technical. So basically, you want us to help you complete and install this language module, right?
No, there's no need. That wasn't one of my employer's requests. It was just something I wanted to try. I have 2 other things I'd like your help with. The first is to do some integration testing on Thelxie's motherboard, to make sure he will be able to function properly in most situations.
That doesn't sound too hard. And what's the other thing?
The other shouldn't take too long either. You'll need to find Thelxie some colorful shells and coral, so I can craft a weapon for him.
A weapon? Will Thelxie have to fight?
Right.
Thelxie will need to be able to charge forward with a weapon in hand, like that brave prince of legend. It's a part of my employer's request.
Wouldn't you make something more agile?
What an imaginative employer! Naming Thelxie after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Well, regardless of his role or species, Thelxie's purpose is the same. Just like Pear, he has come to this world to serve as somebody's companion.
Aww.
Whoa, Thelxie just said something again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module, he still can't quite communicate with us.
That's a pity. But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard. That sounds like something we can do here in the camp.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me.
It's Thelxie. Oh, Thelxie just said that.
Here we go. I have this testing manual, so feel free to reference it if you get stuck. Want to give it a try? It's okay if you don't succeed immediately. I've got a lot of backup boards just in case.
I'll give it a try. Oh, it's that mini game.
Okay.
Game type
Knowing
thing.
you,
Game,
I'm
but
sure
event.
you'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah, it is. So we have to go through... I mean, I already think I know how to do it from here. Alright. Oh, wait, no, it's just... Wait. How do I... Oh. Okay. I didn't know you could delete. Okay, that's... Okay. Debugging complete. Wait, can I speak? Okay.
You're doing well. Just as I expected.
We've taken on a lot of similar tasks before, you know.
Then let's move on to the underwater part. It's just as I mentioned earlier. We're after colorful shells and coral. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's underwater environment.
More or less, we're pretty much experts now.
Okay, that's
We are.
good. Just let me know if you ever feel uncomfortable.
And take the powers of
I'll
Stingray.
make sure to stay right by your side.
It's pretty cool. That's been the most inconvenient spot. That's fine. It's fine. Oh. How long till I could go underwater? Alright, let's go on an adventure. So in fact, this is one of the other mini games, I'm pretty sure as well. I think I remember it. Pretty sure I remember it.
It should be right over there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search. This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection waves in the water to help us with all kinds of underwater exploration and excavation efforts. Here, try it.
Alright, let's go!
Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out.
Alright, there's one here. Yoink. One here. Oh, we got we got a shell. We're gonna yoink you. And we got another shell.
Alright, these should be enough. Let's head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this time.
Oh, you're welcome for every day. No big deal. No big deal at all. I just have to swim back. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, oh, this place is pretty. This place is pretty. Oh, it's the person that he was talking about. Coming over. Coming over.
Ah, Fremine, you're back. I thought you might have been out diving.
I'm sorry, Madame d'Estray. I must have kept you waiting.
Madame.
I can report, though, that the construction of Thelxie is going quite smoothly.
Man, this music is so good.
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your supervisor. And these two are...
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy companions.
Yeah.
They're here to help me work on Thelxie.
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friends.
It's really nice to meet you, Madame d'Estray. Are you Fremine's employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Paimon is Paimon.
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria.
Hello,
You're
Zuria.
both so adorable.
Oh,
The
thanks.
sight of you reminds me of little fairies under a cottage roof.
Oh, do you really think so?
Do I look like a fairy too? Oh, he's happy. Do I look like a fairy too?
Of course. If my child had friends like you, then perhaps he wouldn't have become so obsessed with the tales of water imps. And I wouldn't have had to trouble Fremine here with this commission.
Obsessed with the tales of water imps?
So you don't know anything about my request yet?
Oh,
I would have
really?
thought Fremine had explained it to you already.
Well, Fremine told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share it willy-nilly.
I see. So Monsieur Fremine is even more discreet than I had thought. As you are assisting him with the project, I believe it'll be beneficial for you to learn more about its vision and history. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply pile all of my troubles on you without your permission. So, would you like to listen to my story?
Sure, you
Sure.
can tell us anything. You've already said nice things about us, so we'll try our best to help you get through your troubles.
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a way to put my situation into words. I'm sure you're already familiar with the tale of the water imps, right?
Yes.
Simply put, parents came up with a story, painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water. My child is rather
Because they knew that
special,
they would get
however.
dissolved eventually.
While most other
Yeah.
children are terrified of Thelxie,
But it's done
he's
now. It's all good.
infatuated with him.
It's all good. The water's fine now.
You're
human. You're actually
water
human
imp?
now, so you're fine.
What a brave soul.
Sure. Like, you're human. It's all
Yes. He told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, the water imp actually sang out of a longing for companionship. As a result, he often goes near the water in secret.
So he wanted to become friends with the water imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
And you wanted Fremine to build one so you could make it, like, real. Like, real, so, then he would stop going near the water.
Thank you, little Paimon. He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years old.
Loneliness syndrome? Is that somebody... What?
It's a type of mental disorder. Those affected by it often feel extremely lonely and lose interest in many mundane activities.
Is that an actual thing? I feel like it could be.
The syndrome is
Like,
probably what made him
like it
so
could be.
determined to become friends with the water imp.
Oh no. Is it a very serious disorder?
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon, you would only be able to say less than a fraction of the words you're saying to the traveler now.
No! Paimon wouldn't accept that! We would have to find a doctor to help cure Paimon. Paimon has a 2,000-word quota for daily conversations with the traveler, and she won't settle for a single word less!
I feel like a lot of the... I mean, I'm fine with it, but I feel like a lot of the community would want this.
The family doctor has already begun to treat my son, but since the disorder is rare, there aren't many good regimens for treatment. He's also developed some new symptoms lately, such as uncontrollable delusions.
Oh god, he's working with the Fatui. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be making jokes.
Huh?
Oh god.
Uncontrollable what now?
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply, he can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality, and spends all his time in his fantasy world.
VR.
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
I shouldn't say what I'm saying.
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled what I
A
can
lot of things
understand of
happen in
his
VR,
recent
chat.
rambling.
A lot of things.
It goes a bit like this.
Really? I wish you would say it. Once upon a time, there was a splendid and magnificent underwater kingdom of water imps on the Thelxie Plain, 500 feet beneath the surface. God damn, I wish I could press space. Countless lovely water imps lived in those houses made of rainbow shells and corals, tending to sea animals during the day and singing between fields of golden Tadalaga, I don't even know how you say that, during the night. Everyone led carefree and blessed lives until the day of the Eerie Deserts Parade, the important festival during which the new king would be crowned. Before the festival, all water imps would select the most precious pearl they owned, wrap it in golden branches and leaves, and offer it to their most beloved prince. And during the day of the parade, the prince would cross a rainbow bridge made from all the offered shells, and accept the crown from his father amid the applause of his subjects. Finally, the new king would bless everyone with his well wishes. And as for the prince's name, it's none other than Thelxie. Thelxie.
Amazing! Your son came up with all of this?
Jesus.
He really crafted a lovely fairy tale world for Thelxie. It's like a beautiful dream.
Can I be honest? He could make that into like a kid's book and you'd be millionaires.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever
Really?
last long. You see, the story ended with a twist.
He got The day of the Iridescent parade came as expected, but countless monsters also arrived alongside the prince. I wish you could press space. Oh my god. The monsters were evil and cruel, and they struck fear into all the water imps. Water imps' hearts. The water imps, adept at singing as they were, could not defend themselves against the monsters. So the kingdom fell. The king was killed, and the water imps were locked behind bars. The rainbow bridge lost its color and crumbled away. Maybe we don't make this into a child book, you know? Maybe we don't. The prince was barely able to escape. Oh, the king was killed. Wait. The king. Okay. Escaped with the help of a mysterious masked individual. But he had already lost everything and could only spend his days singing mournful songs. And just as the prince sank out of loneliness, so could his song only be heard by similarly lonely children.
How could the story end like this?
Did Nouvellette hear the story?
Is that kind of
Is he
fantasizing
crying?
what caused your son to develop his loneliness syndrome?
Wonder why Nouvellette's crying. Is it like a really sad trial? Is there like a trial going on? I don't know.
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest. But in any case, the biggest problem is the patient eventually loses themselves to the fantasy world of their own creation.
What do you mean?
My poor child can no longer differentiate between imagination and reality.
Frederick
begun
literally
to
just
see
said that.
himself as
Why don't
Thelxie.
we get that?
Perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as that of a prince who lost everything he ever loved or stood for.
Why would the kid
What?
root?
So that's what you meant by uncontrollable delusions. Then we have to help him snap out of it.
I don't think it's that simple. It's a disorder.
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best to try to guide his fantasy.
Guys, fantasy probably make it so it leads into something that is reality. So that he gets back to reality.
He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world.
And you can
But since
sell
the
it!
disorder progressed too
Not
quickly,
to kids because it's death
he never
involved.
quite got past the first page of the book.
Oh.
If we could use this book as a breakthrough for his condition. Here, you can take a look.
So Zuri's son also saw Thelxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks so sad.
Then Antarctica melt. Oh, but, jeez, this is a good drawing for an 8-year-old. What the hell?
What we should do now
Uh-huh.
is help him complete this picture book.
Oh, Nouvellette's not crying.
However, we'll lead the story to a different
I'm happy
ending.
Nouvellette's happy.
One where the Water Imp Prince is eventually able to restore his kingdom with the help of his friends. We'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what I mean by guiding his fantasy.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Fremine need to make a Thelxie as well?
Because we need to treat the book's story seriously, as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like Thelxie and help him regain his crown and country. But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own. This is why I commissioned Fremine here to craft a Thelxie.
Oh, to go along
and then
with
I'll
him?
paint the journey with this Thelxie into the picture book.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son. Paimon's starting to get it now.
Oh, no.
Oh, you really put a lot of thought
don't
into
worry.
this, Zuria. Paimon still has one question, though. Where will we be able to find a Water Imp Kingdom?
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains. I've already asked Fremine to research them for me. We'll be able to use one of the ruins as the kingdom.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance of, a brave journey through the Kingdom of Water Imps. As long as we chase away the monsters in the ruins, it'll count as chasing away the monsters in the Water Kingdom, right?
Sadly, no. We won't just be putting on a performance. It's just as Zuria said. We need to take this seriously. And the only way we can take this seriously is if we choose to believe everything that's happening is real.
But we know it's fake, so how can we believe ourselves is real?
So we'll be playing it straight? Or, making it a fully immersive experience? Oh, neither of those really sound right. Well, either way, we'll still be able to help, right?
I'll try my best.
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious. It's not a big deal.
It's an 8-year-old.
I believe in my son.
We'll be good.
We can just see this
We'll
as
be
him
good.
wanting
It's an
to stay
8-year-old.
asleep for a bit longer, because he's so enamored with his dream.
Zuria.
Keep your spirits up, everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become anxious as well. I should be heading back right about now to check on my son. We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view. Feel free to come find me if anything urgent comes up.
Understood.
Oh, okay.
There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were able to help me out, I've made some more progress on Thelxie. I estimate that he should be ready sometime tomorrow.
That's great news. I must thank you all.
Nice.
With that in mind,
Nice.
how about we meet here in 2 days' time to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps?
Sounds good.
All right, everyone. Let's meet again in another 2 days.
Alright. And I'm guessing the next part's gonna be out tomorrow?
Zuria sure is
Since
a
it
brave
came
and
out yesterday.
optimistic lady. Fremine, do you think her plan will work out?
I hope so.
Let's
I
discuss
hope
that
so.
over by the tent. There were a few things that I didn't bring up because the Madame was here.
The Madame. The Madame.
What is it, Fremine? What did you want to say?
If you don't mind me asking,
What the
I
fuck's
would
gonna
like the two of you to mentally prepare yourselves.
mentally prepare ourselves for what?
This is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? I know you two are both really strong and will do everything you can to help the child. But with the syndrome being the way it is, if things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome and not
What the
put too
say-
much blame on yourselves.
Fremine, why do you bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zuria that we'll be optimistic about everything working out?
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just...
You know this illness really well?
So that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking about. Wait, Fremine, don't tell Paimon that you also...
I was kind of thinking...
No.
Oh, that's what I say.
Please don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth, back when we lived under the previous director.
Oh, that makes sense.
They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind, to environmental factors, and even ley line disorder effects.
Oh, what the
Some
fuck?
even say it could be caused by contamination from god remains.
Of course it does. Oh, Jesus.
And from the cases I've seen, there weren't many positive outcomes. In the worst
Like
cases,
a massive
the
dragon that's
patient
dead.
could even...
Oh, well, pass away.
Get
Sorry,
that
I can't skip
serious?
that. Wait, what the hell?
Your Paimon thought they just stopped talking as much.
Yeah.
It could
That's
be
just
like
the
them
nature of
doing
it.
it to themselves. I don't want to say
if
the
you'll
word,
find
but
it difficult to cope
100%
with
don't
the
want to say the word,
worst
but it
case
could be that
scenario,
they
I would
do it
prefer
to
that
themselves.
you back out right now.
because they're so lonely.
I don't want you to
Which
help
sucks.
only to feel like you failed.
Massively. Don't worry, I've seen all kinds of strange and difficult things in life. True. You've got a point.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Paimon's seen all of those things too. No matter how hard it might get, we won't be scared.
Really? Then in that case, let's see this real-life fantasy adventure together to the end.
Yeah!
I mean, we lived through Scaramouche's journey.
If
That
this
was sad.
can really be as bad as you've described, then do you really think Zuria's method will be able to help? After all, we'll just be using a toy as Thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. The only reason he's allowed his dream kingdom to fall is because he's lost control of his heart. But if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How do you understand all of this so well, Fremine?
Well, maybe because I have also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it, so I believe in the power of fantasy worlds.
So the penguin town you mentioned was...
So you remembered.
What penguin town? Why doesn't Paimon remember? Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark!
Suddenly Frodo pulls out the diving helmet and puts it on his head.
Hey, why did you put that on?
It's just one of my personal quirks. Please pay it no mind. Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place with lots of penguin residents. They're all really good at making clockwork toys.
Shit. Penguin Town has penguins? No, I'm sorry. But,
And Pear is the town's triumphant hero, as well as the one who quietly protects the whole place.
Like the Luke.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Well, I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So it's not so much that I made Pear, as Pear chose me as his friend.
Aww.
Fremine, are you sure you're not losing control of your fantasies as well?
No, I don't think so. I can still differentiate between fantasy and reality. I just believe that the fairy tale world of my dreams must also exist somewhere. It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult to see. Or it will only reveal itself at very specific times.
Specific times? Like when you put on your diving helmet?
Yeah. That's the general idea of it.
Really? Paimon just said that because you put on your helmet.
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world from the outside. It's a very surreal feeling. Both alienating, but also as if you're being protected by something. I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see some truly wondrous things.
Like a massive whale.
As if a fairy
Massive
tale's
novel.
become reality. It's almost like a sort of miracle.
Really? Like a miracle?
To throw us like something like a miracle. Oh, don't worry. Okay. I thought Paimon was just being stupid for a second. Don't worry. Okay, I get it now. Now I want to try it on your helmet too.
Well, if that's in order.
I'm just gonna. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, don't you still need time to work on Thelxie's weapon? We don't want to keep you from finishing your commission.
Why do you keep saying if that's an order? Like we're not like your boss, Fremine. Like.
Right.
We're not like above
I
you.
still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. I've got to finish everything before tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me, Paimon. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for you to try my helmet. Thanks for all of your help.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'll be off for now. Let's meet up here again in 2 days.
Okay. So, okay, that is part 1. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, the tunes. Ooh. Oh, when you use your mouse. That's so cool. So, yeah. This is like a... Wait. Yeah, this is a 3-part quest, so I'll do this... Okay, so this one's already out, okay, so I'll do this one tomorrow, then. But okay, that was the first one. I feel like it's kind of good. I feel like it's quite good. Here we go. So that's who... Yeah, she's there. So yeah, I will do part 2 tomorrow, I guess, so yeah. I love the music here, it's so nice. It's so nice. It's like actually like a fairy tale. It's exactly like a fairy tale. Okay, we are on day 2 of the event. Prince's country. Country? Actually, I don't know how to say that. But we are gonna go right here. And we're gonna start this quest. I wonder what day 2 is gonna be about. I think we're gonna go exploring the ruins. Jesus.
Is your child feeling any better?
Thank you for your concern, Fremine. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
Zuria, Fremine, we're here!
Seems like everyone's arrived now.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? But Paimon has a guess where he might be.
Oh.
Hey, Thelxie!
I was about to say, who? What was that guy? Who the hell? Go back. Oh, he's got the sword and the shield. He's ready for battle.
Oh, Thelxie's got himself a sword and a shield now.
Yeah.
He's looking sharp.
Indeed. With his weapons in hand, Thelxie looks more formidable than ever. You've really outdone yourself, Fremine.
We helped too.
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials.
Gotta make sure we're
Everything
clear.
you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that she wants to end the adventure with the coronation ceremony. So, could I also trouble you with finding some materials for the crown? You can just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins. I was planning to collect the materials myself, but then I realized you might be able to find some prettier ones than what I could get my hands on.
Consider it done.
Seems like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment. I was just thinking. Since Thelxie has already shown us his brand new appearance, we may already be able to draw a new page in the picture book. What do you think?
Ooh, Paimon's excited now.
What should we draw the page? Him battling?
Why don't we use the story we know as a reference? Just make the atmosphere a bit less grim.
So we'll take out the sad parts and replace them with happier stuff? Sounds great to Paimon.
All
Him
right,
cheering
I'll
on
give it a
all the
try.
other penguins.
I'm not very adept at drawing, but I've seen a lot of art during my work. Now, as far as the actual content of the drawing, please tell me what you'd like to see.
Let me think. We can draw the weapon. The prince has picked up the Sword of Courage and the Shield of Perseverance, which proves he has crossed the mire of doubt, and now is ready to wage war against the darkness.
Okay, I'll add the weapons. Anything else?
Paimon wants to give him some friends. Thelxie's got some friends by his side now, so he's no longer fighting alone.
Okay, I'll also draw some companions. Anything else?
I thought she was gonna draw like other penguins. Don't forget to add some color.
Color. Ah, color, yes, that's really
I like
important.
the aura around.
The road in front of him
Makes
now
him
will
look
no
nice.
longer be just grayscale, but bursting with color and hope. Who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring?
Ooh.
How wonderful.
That's
Splendid
pretty.
ideas, everyone.
Great! Everyone
That
looks
is very
super pumped
pretty.
up. Thelxie most of all.
Jeez.
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
I'm sure he is, Zuria. And this is still just the first page.
That's right! Paimon can't wait to see the picture book when it's all finished. We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head towards the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Yay!
Okay.
Thelxie's fantastic adventures begin now!
Princess country, right? Country. No, it's not country, is it? How does that how you arrive to the shore of the underwater kingdom of water imps? Alright. Head towards... Wait, one thing. Come on! Thank you. Oh, let's go on an adventure. Woo! Oh yeah, we have to make his crown.
Look! Those are materials that we can use for the crown, right? Let's get some for Fremine.
Oh, there's the last one.
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials. We
Ooh.
shouldn't need anything else to head to the...
Whoa!
Oh,
Is that the entrance to the underwater ruins ahead?
what a domain door. What are these door? Okay. Oh, I like this art. Ah, this art's cool. Okay, go to challenge. Oh, wait. Oh, they're my characters. Oh. Let's do my new team that I love in the system. I love this team so much. I do like to use the team with the Traveler, but I love this team so much. It's like mostly because Farida's in it, and I love Farida so much. Definitely, when you're fighting with her, it's so good. It's so good. So good.
So these are the underwater ruins that Fremine found. They're pretty amazing, but still not exactly the kind that Paimon was imagining.
This is the Kingdom of Water Imps. Paimon, not ruined.
Yeah, Paimon knows. It's just...
They are technically a rule.
Paimon thought we'd actually see a fairy tale world. Like with the water imps' colorful houses and the rainbow bridge.
Paimon, I think you need a massive bonk on the head for that.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry. I was hoping to put up some decorations, but ran out of time to do it by myself.
It's okay. It's fantasy time now.
Whoa, someone's already switched into fantasy mode.
Oh, fantasy. Alright,
Seems
I
like the
read it wrong.
travelers already got
I
the
read
gist
it wrong.
of things.
That actually
You
makes
should
more
do
sense
your
for
best
fantasy.
too, Paimon.
Yeah, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. Paimon can flip the switch too. Now entering Paimon Fantasy Mode! Ahem. Young adventurers, 'tis Paimon, guardian goddess of this land. State your goals and intentions for visiting this nation.
Guardian Goddess? Does that mean something? Oh, no, I mean, no. But, why Guardian Goddess?
We are the companions of Prince Thelxie, your divine highness. We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Oh, reclaiming your glory? Thy goddess here has golden glory, silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
What is his accent? Did you break character, Paimon?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test! From your responses, the goddess has concluded that you're all brave adventurers without the taint of greed in your hearts. As such, you are worthy of everyone's respect. So please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types of glory upon you.
What's the 3?
As for this prince, the goddess
bronze
will
glory,
also
silver glory,
bestow
gold
upon
glory.
you the rainbow glory, so your future will always be filled with light.
Oh, this is... Oh my god. That's what... Okay, that's what she sounds like. She sounds a bit like Sadine. She's putting like an accent kind of like Sadine.
My gratitude to your divine highness for such generous blessings.
That's what it is.
Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Me too. Is this the divine inspiration of legend?
All thanks to the power of Goddess Paimon.
Now, adventurers, forge bravely ahead and defeat the monsters that have taken over the kingdom. You will be sure to find that which you seek.
Okay. Osh. Use Prince Thelxie's water interested to defeat opposed more easily. After this skill, Thelxie will charge up for again. Okay.
Please be careful, brave adventurers. Just ahead are some evil enemies that have invaded the kingdom of water imps.
Oh, we get our rub that in.
Hilly churls of the deep.
Boom.
Now you shall perish.
Alright, let's go.
Those
Oh
accursed
my
enemies are
god.
back again. Your highness, please show them what you're made of.
Yeah, please.
Time to shine.
Oh my god. Absolutely.
Coming Satoran.
destroyed.
Come on, we can do it.
Shine down.
Alright.
We're under attack again. It's a Lawitro of the deep.
There's no need to fear, my friends. His
Oh.
highness is so strong now that even a diviniture of the deep would pose no threat to him.
We did it.
It's finally over.
Nice.
So have we defeated the evil monsters and reclaimed the kingdom of water imps?
Yes, it should now be time for us to attend Thelxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly. I thought it would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins. It was my mistake. I should have told Fremine earlier that we would also need a crown.
It's all because the Traveler and Goddess Paimon were too strong. We just
That is true.
eradicated all the monsters in one go.
It's okay, Zuria.
It's our
We
fault.
can come back again once I've made the crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time, and you too, Thelxie, my child.
Thelxie's turning out to be a real expert at fighting.
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him. He's like a true prince now.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the Traveler to search for some materials on the way because I want to make the crown as soon as possible.
We can add an update to Thelxie's fantastic adventures as well. Now that we've reclaimed
Yeah.
the kingdom of water imps, it's time for us to draw some new scenes in the picture book.
What if you want to make it? This is why he got the crown, is because he defended the kingdom and he claimed the kingdom back. So we got the crown. Maybe. That's probably not how the story's going to go, is it?
Zuria and Fremine, why don't we draw the new pages first? Paimon really wants to update the picture book.
You just want to see someone draw Goddess Paimon.
Hey, you didn't have to say it out loud.
Well,
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that case, the story today should go something like this. After overcoming many obstacles, Prince Thelxie and his brave companions
go.
finally arrived at the entrance to the Kingdom of Water Imps. At this time, the little fairy in the group, Paimon, revealed her true goddess form to her companions.
Man, we want to see that in the actual game.
Woohoo! The goddess has arrived! She praised the companions
Oh, she has like a
for
mascot
their
here.
courage,
Look at that.
and to reward them, she bestowed upon them many blessings, and even prayed that the prince would be able to fulfill his goal.
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and his companions charged into the bastion of evil,
Poor
chased away the
Conrians,
monsters,
Jesus.
and
Poor
rescued the
Conrians.
pretty water imps from their imprisonment. The prince finally managed to reclaim his kingdom. But as for the crown...
Oh no, the crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach.
Oh.
But the monsters took it with them as they fled. They haven't given up and are sure to return, but the prince is certain to reclaim the crown the next time they fight.
Yeah.
The brilliant rainbow shall descend onto the kingdom once more.
Oh, and Paimon can almost see it all happening now! Whoa, the pages are beautiful!
They are
Zuria's
really good drawings.
talented at drawing.
Thank you, everyone.
They are really
We've
good
also
drawings.
completed the second page of the picture book now. Thelxie's journey is
How many
one step
pages are
closer
there?
to its end and the promised coronation. My child, you'll also be able to brighten up when that time comes, right?
Why is she speaking to the thing as my child?
I'm sure he will, Zuria.
Wonder
Who
why.
knows? Perhaps the doctor will already have some good news for you when you get back home today.
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Fremine, about the time you'll need for the crown.
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure, okay?
Sounds good to me.
And see you in 2 days, my lovely friends.
Bye-bye. Is it going to be a cutscene for this quest at the end?
All right, it's about time we start heading off too.
What?
We've still got some work to do, right, Fremine?
What's going to be the cutscene? Because there's usually a cutscene for the end of these 3-part quests, so I wonder what the
Yeah.
cutscene's going to be.
I'll need to go to the city shortly to get some parts for the base of the crown. I want to try out a few different designs and choose the one that looks the best.
Fremine's really dedicated. Fremine's working really hard.
Yeah, Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be so dedicated once you're on the job.
Well, about that, it might be because...
Yeah, because what?
It's because... I hope...
What's the matter? And what's with that
What?
look on your face?
Yeah,
You're turning
blushing.
red, and it looks
Wait.
like you're about to run away and put your helmet on again.
You want...
am I turning red?
Yeah. Don't tease Fremine, Paimon.
All right. We won't bother you anymore for today, Fremine.
I know
We'll
people
see
probably
each other
going to...
in 2 days' time.
Okay. Thank you. See you in 2 days.
I know people are like, oh my god, he's in love with that woman or something, but that's... I don't think that's going to be it. I feel like it's more that... he wants to... I don't know what it could be. See ya. Could be like helping to create like the dream or something. And he hopes to create one for himself or something. I don't know.
I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Oh? Oh, that's part 2. Well, part 2 was short. Part 2 was very short. Oh, here are all the fighting ones now. But there, yeah, part 2 was short. What the heck? I didn't expect part 2 to be that short. How long till we get Fremine? 80. Okay, it's day 3 of the Fremine event. Miraculous crown. Alright, we need to go to his camp, and it looks like we get the notebook as well, which is actually quite cool. We get the notebook, the picture book that they're making. I'm just curious, is there going to be a cutscene for this? Because I gotta be honest, I have zero clue. I have zero clue if there's going to be a cutscene. I wonder if you get to see the sick child as well. Hello. Both of you, hello.
Hey, Fremine! Thelxie! We're here!
Hello, Paimon. Hello, traveler.
Hello.
Is the crown ready?
Yes.
Oh
we're
yeah,
just
the crown.
waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey,
Yeah?
traveler, Paimon.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last. I'm so glad that you both are all right.
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And what could have happened to us?
What could
Yeah.
have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day,
no.
I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Oh,
Paimon.
sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
The reason why we haven't gone to her yet is because we would avoid the commission of getting the fish back. But then you just said that we're gonna. You literally said that yourself, Paimon. And now you're saying we'll get the fish back for you.
Huh?
Right.
Fremine? Diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account. What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this open stretch of water. He never came back. What could that be if not that water imp's work?
Oh, that's definitely not Fremine.
Are you sure?
100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen I know. The child was only 8 years old. His name was Lescaut. Lescaut d'Estray.
Wait, Lescaut d'Estray?
Is that the sick son that we're trying to help?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago. Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill.
I mean, it depends.
It's said that
Campus
she
talking
left
to
the
this.
court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
It
Are
can't
we
be,
hallucinating?
Right? Lescaut d'Estray? Zuria d'Estray? It must be some sort of a coincidence?
Seems like we need to pay a visit to the Destray house.
I'm sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll
Oh,
head back
thanks.
then. Please remember to take care.
You too, Sedine. Miraculous crown. Now I'm actually confused. I'm actually really confused. Like, what the hell? Oh my god, there's a waypoint up here. Fucking nice. That's what you like to see. Oh, what a great view. You get that thing in the distance and you get the willow tree. Oh.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame d'Estray's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything
is that
urgent
the
to
child?
report.
Who is the patient? No better do a science man walks out with a confused look in his eyes.
This is the residence of Zuria d'Estray, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness. Are you her friends by any chance?
What the hell? So I get okay. So that's why she has the illness, is because her son died, and she's trying to make a fantasy world where he's still alive and his dreams come true. Is that what's happening? If all the don't know what happened in the past few days between his son breaks the silence.
So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
Jesus.
That is correct.
That took a turn.
When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying she...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Then, all the other things that she told us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although, they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good. Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
I see.
Interesting.
So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
So how is Zuria now?
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll.
Yeah.
She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night.
Oh.
She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
There's no cure.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first.
Yeah.
What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it. Those patients and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jalakon, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before?
Oh?
It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
Dr. Krieger chooses the book and hands it to Fremine.
Yes, this is it.
We still need to finish the adventure and the picture book.
That's right.
And the...
If what Dr. Jean Lacan said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria, so we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself.
Jesus.
And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again.
We'll have to give it a try.
There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
Alright. So where we go? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Do, do. Wait, so where are we going? Exactly? Are we going into the ruins again? Like... Yeah, we are. Yeah. Get my normal team now. My favorite team. Because it has Farina in it. I love Farina so much, man. Oh my god. And she's so strong as well, it's crazy.
We're here again. This is the final part of Thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right everyone?
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Alright.
Be careful, brave adventurers! Here comes the evil monster that stole the crown! There!
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no need to fear! This Thelxie looks
Wait,
so
oh, whoops.
Must be going all out!
What is it? What are they talking about?
Oh, this is the final enemy, right? We'll reclaim the crown for you now, your highness!
Back. Boom.
Frost is coming!
Frost is coming!
Why did Gravity sound more like a man? Like, he's like, no. Actually, that one sounded weird. What the hell? I was confused by that, actually. Why do I hear birds?
I'm sorry.
Oh, we're back
I
here.
have to go.
That's why.
I made a promise to my friends, and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you'd think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation ceremony.
She doesn't even remember the name of her child. Oh, fuck. You think...
I see. Madame.
What?
Please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait. Look. They've already returned.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved
Wow.
the crown!
That's why she kept calling the penguin her child. Oh, that makes sense now.
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place, because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
Wonderful, how wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon. Very soon, you will never be lonely again.
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. The picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Syria. We'll describe everything for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory.
Oh, it's the crown.
Success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes,
Oh.
showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Fremine, and...
She had to say it like that. Goddess Paimon. Like she had to like make it. Oh my god, Paimon.
Huh?
Oh.
Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Surya walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said,
Oh my god, I got goosebumps.
"My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Zaria.
Thank you. Thank you all.
That gave me chills.
I am so
What the
sorry,
heck?
my child.
What the heck?
Maman should have spent more time with you. Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again. Maman loves you too.
Bro, this is the first I've actually seen. Bro, that was the first I've ever seen like an NPC cry. Whoa. Or like a main character cry. Whoa.
What's happening? Is Zaria talking to Thelxie?
What does Thelxie say?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
Playboy Savage and pulls out the diamond helmet before placing it on your head. Are we gonna get like a first person view? Oh, we are. Oh, so that's what Thelxie's saying. I love. Oh.
Mama loves you too.
But I love you more, Mamo.
Oh wow. Wait, what is this? So this is what she's seeing? She's seeing her actual son.
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Mama will always hum for you.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
He doesn't sound good.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
Is this her finally like accepting that he's dead?
Good night, Mammon.
Is that what this is? Are they gonna hug? Oh no. Oh. Holy Holy crap. 3 days later at Fremene's camp.
Traveler, Paimon, you're
the
here.
The music as well. So I wonder, did she finally like said that her son is dead?
Fremine!
I'm curious.
Why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria? Oh, if it's
My
not
God,
good
the
news,
music.
Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness.
So is she finally that cured?
Of course. Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful! So it wasn't bad news after all.
Mm-hmm. Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
If she wants us to have it, then, I mean...
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original.
Oh, okay.
It's extremely important to her.
Ah, yeah, makes
Alright,
sense.
then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon
We
definitely
always
didn't
contribute
expect the
to
fantasy
something
adventure
important,
to
Paimon.
be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said?
That's what you have to say to all the Sims. Right, it's not real. Right, it's... I'm sorry.
She said
Oh, man.
that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son.
So we saw.
She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just
Didn't
fantasy,
we tell Fremine and
and
Paimon
the
that we
fantasy
saw
world
the
is
sun?
not real,
Kind of.
then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
So, perhaps fantasy is not just fantasy after all.
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what happened.
I mean, the literal description of Teyvat in the Lotus screens is Teyvat has its own laws. So, who knows what the fuck is possible in this world? Who knows, man? Like seriously, who knows? Like,
You saw
anything
it
could
too,
happen.
didn't you?
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Paimon. Let me say again, we're on Teyvat.
Yes,
Jesus
I
Christ.
suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's
rainbow!
found themselves in a
This is the
dark
first
place
I've ever-
would be
I've
able to
ever seen
see
a rainbow
something
to that.
beautiful
The heck?
and
This game.
experience a miracle for themselves.
Oh, that's it. That is the whole Oh, hey, yoink. Is this the picture book? Oh, okay. Picture book read? Oh, we actually get to... Oh, look at this. Oh, we get the picture book.
You defeated the Hydro Archon
Oh.
in the fair.
Jesus. Jesus Christ, it scared me. I was confused for a second.
Paimon can't tell how deep this pool is.
But, so that was the event. Bad, jeez. Oh, come on. What the So the event was actually pretty good. There's still one more I need to do. Oh, we get him as Thelxie, a prince who lives in the azure depths, who steps forth to lend aid for those in trouble. Bro, what does it say, bro? Is that like, I love you, I love like what he was saying? And we get a crown. Oh, we did it. But I hope everyone did enjoy this video. Wait, what's this? Oh. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. It really helps me out, and yeah, I guess I'll see everyone in the next one. Bye!